What's going on, Weld 2 family? And welcome back. Today's lesson, we're gonna have some fun on some 7024 jet rods on some I-beams, all right, on the flat and horizontal position. A lot of people have been wanting this tutorial. I'm gonna have some fun with this. I'm ready to weld. Are you? Let's get to it. All right, Weld 2 family, everything's tacked up here just like in the intro of the vid. Now, if you've ran 7018, if you ran 6010, or even a 532 or 1/8 rod, using this rod now is going to deposit way more metal, and you're going to get a lot more reinforcement, a lot bigger profile on your weld. Okay, so you got to keep in mind, wear your FR, drink a lot of water when you're welding with these, all right, because it gets real hot real fast, and it's like flux core. It really is. It welds just like flux core, but it's just a stick rod now. I mean, look at this thing, dude. It's crazy. And I think they make bigger ones than this, to be honest. So right now we have it tacked up. Now, essentially this video is gonna be for the 1F and 2F position. Why? Because you can only weld these rods in the 1F and 2F position. If you don't know what 1F is, that means flat position, okay? This is a flat position. It might not seem like it during the angle, but it is. I'm welding flat. Then after that, 2F means horizontal, okay? The 2 stands for horizontal, the F stands for fillet, okay? So after I stop here, I'm gonna run one bead in the flat position, right? And run 2 stringers on top of that. Then I'm gonna break it down so it can go to the 2F position and run the beads like that. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, why are you showing us 2 beads? Reason why. The flat position with the jet rod comes out with a nice weld profile. It comes out real clean. But when you're running a 2F position, it starts to leave a valley right in the middle of the weld. Don't know why, probably the heat, probably the angle, but you'll see the difference of what I mean. If you do know why it leaves that little valley, put it on the comments below, all right, guys? Because remember, I claim not to know everything. The R control, the machine that we're using is a Miller XMT 304. Okay, we're running around 260 amps on the flat position 1F. Once we switch to 2F, it's gonna be around 240 amps. Now, you could go hotter, but we're using, this is probably 3/8, yeah, 3/8 still. So, and I have the arc control all the way to 100. Why? So I can watch that puddle very closely, and it gives it a good puddle all the way through. It doesn't scatter all over the place, okay? So my arc control is at 100, welding at 260, okay? And other than that, this is just gonna be a drag motion. There is no circles, there is no whip pattern, all right? It's just a drag rod, literally just a drag rod. All right, once I strike that arc, I'm striking it this way. Once I strike it, I'm just literally gonna have it there and just drag it. That simple, that simple. It's not as scary as you think. Oh, it's a big rod, so I already know it's gonna be, it really isn't that bad at all. Matter of fact, these are pretty fun. Haven't welded with one of these in about a year. So, but I tested it out on this side right here, and it came out pretty decent, so I'm gonna go ahead and run it this way. So again, drag motion, okay? Don't have it straight like this, because then the puddle's gonna go in front of the rod. You don't want that. You wanna lead the puddle, have it around a 20-30 degree angle, and just drag it all the way through. Kind of favor that top side though a little bit, and just drag it all the way through. This rod literally will weld more than this. It would weld all the way up to like right here. So almost halfway. Now they use these mostly for tank farms, welding I-beams just like this. Clips onto I-beams, you know, thick metal. This is what they use it for, okay? So instead of doing a bunch of tie-ins, you know, you can just do one complete pass, all right? Just like that. It's as simple as that, my friends. I'm running at a 260 amps. Which is pretty decent for 3/8 plate. Watch your puddle at all times. I'm going at a good pace. So the arc control is at 100, and it's really helping me out, especially with my arc control on my puddle, so, which I like a lot. It's pretty simple, guys and girls, whoever's watching this. You will be using these rods a lot, especially for tank farms. So yeah, keep going. I'm gonna stop right at the line. I drew a line right in the middle. I'm gonna stop right there. So right now I'm favoring that bottom side. Still running in the 1F position. Just dragging it, that's all I'm doing. Push or pull, it doesn't matter. Just whatever you're comfortable with and it'll be good. You want to have the angle of that rod about 20 degrees, 30 degrees. Alrighty, now we're going to throw the second layer on top. And then we're going to go to 2F. Now right here you want to favor that top side. Even though it's in a flat position, favor that right side, the right wall. Alright, well, two family, so you see here, 2 bead staggered stringers. Right here I grinded the stop and starts, so gotta make sure my tie-ins are good. So that's the 1F, right? Comes out real good weld profile, you know, no undercut, nice and stacked. You know, I like it. So now we're gonna run 2F. As you can see here, it's at a slant, right? Like a 1F position, right? It's at a 1F, just like this, okay? Now we're gonna bring this down to make it exactly horizontal, okay? And run the beads that way. But we're gonna turn the heat down to around 245 amps. But we're playing with the gravity a lot here, so you're gonna see a different weld profile. Here we go. All right, well, two family, so now I'm gonna run the 2F position, running at 245 amps, turn it down 15. I'm gonna do the same thing, just drag, but now I gotta favor that top side a little bit more than I did on the 1F position, okay? So here we go. Gonna strike my arc about 1 inch before, do a 6 pattern on the tie-in, and drag it all the way through. Here we go. So I'm favoring that top side as much as I can. It's burning hot, so just dragging it. Do not try to run these rods on the 3F or 4F position, because I'm telling you right now, it ain't gonna go so well. Watch that puddle really well. Now I emphasize that every time I do a stick tutorial, because that's the main thing. Watching that puddle, do not watch the rod, watch the puddle. That's what's forming the metal, okay? Keep dragging it. Make sure you can just do it one-handed. And you want to keep going as much as you can. Don't stop, all right? Because if you stop, you want to get more time. So don't make sure not to do that. Just keep dragging all the way through. Keep forcing that rod, because the sooner it's smaller, the harder it's going to be. All right. I tell you what though, it might be a thick rod, but it's really easy to strike this arc. You know, a lot of people have problems striking the arc with 70-18 or with 60-10. With this, it strikes real easily. Now, of course, you want to get comfortable. I'm used to welding one-handed. If you want a proper hand right here, you can. You know, but essentially it's just as easy as this, guys and girls. It's just dragging the rod. You know, but I'm showing you two different ways, 1F and 2F, because you will get a different weld profile. And you're probably going to look at the bead and say, why is that little valley in the middle? That's just the way it runs. You know, you could do little whips, like you could, but I'm just dragging it. If you welded flux core, you can definitely weld this. All right. Dragging it across. But I'm watching that puddle favor the top side. I'm kind of doing little circles, right? To make sure I'm hitting that top. All right, finished product. There's the 1F. You can see. And here's the 2F. Now the 2F, you can tell like the bead on the top side has a little valley right in the middle. Check it out closely. Right there. You see what I'm saying? Now that's just the way the 7024 works. But other than that, 2F, 1F comes out with a better profile. That's pretty much it. All right, the Weld 2 family, there you have it. 7024 jet rod tutorial. It's on the 1F and 2F position. Now these rods are only made for those positions, okay? So don't try a 3F or 4F. Don't try a vertical overhead, okay? Because you're gonna have a big burning problem. But I hope you enjoyed it. All right, I know I did. Remember guys, burn, learn, eventually all gonna earn. You can follow us on all our social medias, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all at Weld 2. Appreciate all y'all support guys. Peace.